Elle Diablo Show. Elle Diablo.
Welcome back to the Elle Diablo Show. I'm Elle Diablo. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. How are you guys? Oh, you guys, this episode is, I literally have nothing for you. So it's going to be great. I didn't plan anything. Everything I'm going to say is straight off the dome, off the old domester. I am not high. I did not do Zins today. I did a little bit of Adderall because that's necessary for everyday function. But other than that, I'm clean as a whistle, baby. I don't know why I wanted to be an addict so bad. I was like so set on being, I think it's because I watched The OC growing up and I watched Marissa Cooper. Marissa Cooper in The OC where she's like, all like, oh, I'm really fucked up and I'm an addict. And then a hot guy, she always needs a hot guy to come save her. When in reality, if you have addictions and you're a girl, guys are just like, ew, yuck, this dirty girl. Anyways, I don't actually have addictions. I was just trying to, I failed. I'm a failed addict. Merry Christmas. I hope you guys are having a great Christmas. I hope you guys got presents and everything. I guess, I don't know if I feel like adults get presents. Like my family still gets me, but I don't ask for anything. I mean, I ask for money every year, like money. But, yeah, you know who's not getting any Christmas presents this year? Nick Reiner. He's not, because he murdered his parents. Ooh, right before Christmas. Ooh. Also, R.I.P., much respect to Rob Reiner. I feel bad for sure, and I'm not joking about that. Actually, I'm going to be joking about everything, to be honest, but it sucks, dude. It sucks to get murdered by your child. And also, he got stabbed. They got stabbed to death. That's intense, dude. That's personal. And this is my biggest fear of having kids. I've always been afraid of having kids because I didn't want them to murder me. Because boy, would they have a laundry list of things. They'd be like, oh, in the morning you stomp your feet so loud and you don't let me speak loud, and you say shh, and you leave your dishes in the sink, and you sing, and you're really bad at singing. I sing all the time. I think just from that, and maybe I would ask too many questions. I don't know, but yeah, there's actually when I grown up, I watched this TV show called Killer Kids, just to get some ideas. No, I'm just kidding, but I watched the show called Killer Kids, and it has 4 seasons, 21 episodes per season. That's more episodes than Breaking Bad. So there's a lot of kids. What I'm saying, there's a lot of kids that kill their parents, and just be mindful of that. Maybe get your kids an extra Christmas gift this year. Maybe get them, I don't know, something that's what could I get you that would not make you want to murder me? Oh, I'd be so pissed if my kid killed me. I would be so fucking pissed. I'd be like, you motherfucker. And I can't even believe he did. Rob looks like a big guy. You know what's pissing me off even more is that he killed his parents. And they're rich. You can't kill rich parents. Who the fuck? What's wrong with you, dude? You have a trust fund and you killed your parents? Kill your parents if they're poor. Like, not if they're rich. Not if you have everything. You have multiple homes. And now it's like, where's that trust fund gonna go? I would like it, please. I'm not killing anybody. How about that? Give it to someone who's not going to kill anybody. Give it to me. I have no interest in killing people. It seems like such a big to-do. And I can barely leave my house. There's no way I could kill a person. And because it's just like, oh, it's so emotional. Guys call women emotional, but then they'll murder people. That's like the most emotional thing you can do to someone. And your mom too, brother. He's going to jail for life, and we're the same age. I hope. Can you look up Nick Reiner's birthday? We're gonna do some astrology on this one. I'm gonna phone a friend. Oh my God, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Great TV show. September 14th. Okay, so what does that mean? Can you Google September birthdays? Zodiac sign? Virgo. Ooh, not good PR for Virgos. They already have the short end of the stick, and now Nick Reiner killed his parents. Fuck, dude. Ah, man. Okay, wait. So there was this guy online who was like, whatever. He was like, I'm a professional doctorate psychologist. Also, he had a choker on, so I'm like, I don't believe anything you say. But he was like, you can't tell from any of the videos that Nick Reiner would have killed his dad. I watched this video for 10 seconds. I'm like, yeah, he wants to kill his dad. For someone who I grew up with my dad's cool now. My dad was a bad dad growing up, and I fucking hated him. So as someone who grew up hating their fucking parents, I know what hating your parents looks like. Let's watch the tape. We're going to pull up the tape right now. We're watching the tape. I don't hate my parents anymore, but growing up, I was like, you guys are so lucky I do not have an AK-47. Okay. Okay. So
for you, what do you think?
They made a movie together.
It wasn't very tough. I mean, it was a pretty nice experience for me.
Pause.
I don't really
Pause.
think.
Right there. Right there. Simple question. By the way, backstory, they made a movie together. Okay. Rob Reiner, director, movie maker. He's like, yeah, I'll let you make a movie with me. One, what a nice gesture. Two, Rob Reiner, ask simple question. Hey, what was the toughest part of the movie? Which is a normal question. Nick comes in hot with attitude. Well, nothing, it wasn't really hard for me. Okay? He has a lot of resentment. A lot of attitude. Play the tape.
It was like tough at all.
Really? It wasn't tough at all.
I mean, of course it was a little bit, but.
I mean, we did get into fights over things, but ultimately it forced us to make the film better. I mean, we'd get into issues, and I would see, he would. The whole process for me, I can just speak for myself, it did make me understand him a lot more, and I think it made me a better father. Hopefully it did. I don't know, but I think that, and you'll see it in the film, what happens is, your kid, if your kid is going through rough times, the parent your main job is to keep your child safe. So I would do anything. I felt at a loss, so I would do anything that, as we say in the film, anybody with a desk and a diploma, I would listen to them, and the whole.
Pause and go back. See, right now he's thinking of killing his dad, and he hates his dad so much, and you can tell, like, he's just like, he's disregarding everything he's saying. He's pissed off, and the guy in the TikTok video was like, there are no signs, like, he's just like an introverted guy, he just doesn't really like to talk. No, he like looks like he's pissed off, and he's imagining. Well, anyways, keep playing.
I would do anything. I felt at a loss, so I would do anything that, as we say in the film, anybody with a desk and a diploma, I would listen to them, and the whole idea of tough love, and you have to be a certain way, and it's not my nature. It's not the way I am built, but I went and did that, and I think that, at the end of the day, I know my child better than an expert does, and I probably should have trusted my own instinct. And that's one of the things I did learn about the whole experience.
I think the bonding came not from the story itself, but from the fact that we were working on a movie together, and I could see him in his, I would think, in the form that he could express himself the best, which is making movies, because he has so much experience. And so seeing that sort of turned me around to be like, okay, I should probably...
No, sorry, I'm responding.
I should probably shut up and listen to him, because he knows a lot more about this.
Pause.
He knows...
Okay, well, there was... I think he turned that around. I think he changed his mind for a second. He's like, you know what? No, I'm not going to kill my dad. And then 6 years happened, and then he's like, fuck it. But damn. Goddamn. It's sad, dude. This is why it's, I mean, you can never know. This is why it's like, sure, you want your kids to be homeschooled, but you also don't want them to take the violence home. I mean, to me, I'd rather them go to school. Wait, only if they're the school shooter, though. Not, I'd be like, hey, don't do that at home. Anyways, is this nice to talk about on Christmas? Dude, on Christmas, like I said, I was very angry as a kid. So I would watch, I don't know if you guys watch a certain movie on Christmas. I always watched Kill Bill on Christmas, volume 1 and 2, because I was very calm and relaxed and had no anger or anything. And so, and I do think Kill Bill is a Christmas movie because there's a lot of red in it, and it talks about the gift of giving, you know, people what they deserve. And there's a snowy scene with Ren Shi. That's like a snowy, it kind of looks like this background. It's a snowy Christmas day, and it's beautiful. And then sure, she gets her head chopped off, but you know, it is a very beautiful scenery. And it's a Christmas movie, and it's kind of nice. Like, Christmas is filled with a lot of love and, you know, joy and, you know, gathering and all that stuff. But it's nice to watch something really dark on Christmas to like even it out, you know, even out the playing fields a little bit. I don't know, just an idea. I was just in Austin last week. That was a lot of fun. I was at the Mothership. Whoa, baby, is that club so fun, man. And it's also like, I don't know, a lot of people are like, does everyone think you're a Republican because you performed at that club? And I was like, what? Those crowds are so fucking liberal. Like, those crowds kind of, one, there's a lot of white people, so they don't necessarily do great with race jokes because they're like afraid to laugh. But I had a lot of fun. I had really good sets, and I was opening for Yannis Papas, Yanni Poppy, Yanners Poppers, the best. And yeah, it was a great time. I saw a guy with no hands, and that was exciting because I've never seen a guy with no hands. Like, when you see someone missing a limb, it's usually one. And it's usually something that they were born with. These were cut clean off, okay? So like from the wrists, they were just, it was gone. And you know, it like intentionally cut off. And so he did something. He stole something in Saudi Arabia or something. But yeah, I've never immediately thought about like, I wonder how that guy jerks off, you know? But that was pretty cool. What else happened? Austin has some of the worst food in the world. How are there fat people there? I don't get it. It's like so disgusting. Me and Giannis went to a like nice restaurant, and it was like, it felt like I was eating something from home ec. Is that what it's called? In in high school. It felt like a high schooler. They like brought us like potatoes with seasoning on it, and it tasted like grass. I'm like, who? There's nothing culinary about Austin at all. Maybe it's just like a meat town or something. I didn't eat Mexican food though. Maybe there's good Mexican food somewhere. But yeah, Christmas is nice. So I'm doing this episode now, and it's Christmas today, and everyone's happy and yay, it's Christmas. But for the next 2 weeks, Elle Diablo is taking a Elle vacation. Oh, okay. So I won't be here. I'll be in Mexico. Yeah, baby. I'm going to Mexico for New Year's Eve. So let's hope I keep my head. I think it'll be fine. I don't think the cartels will catch me. Yo vivir a la Playa del Carmen. I've been telling people I'm going there, but I don't know where I'm going, to be honest. I never pay attention to the names of things, and people find that really frustrating. Like, they're like, where are you going to Mexico? I'm like, I don't know. I just bought a ticket to an airport. Like, the guy told me the airport to buy the ticket to. It's a bunch of people I'm going with. And I didn't look up the town. I assume we're going to a town somewhere, and it seems like everyone else knows what's going on. So why do I have to know what's going on? Doesn't seem like necessary information. And we're going to a second location. They're like, well, what's that location? And I'm like, dude, I don't even know the first location. I'm just going with the flow. And all I know is I have an inbound flight, and I hope I have an outbound flight. I'm not really sure. I have a faint memory of making one, but is this type B personality? I don't know. I don't know. El Diablo. El Diablo. Is this the best podcast in the world or what? What's something that pissed me off? Man, I get pissed off when I get social anxiety. I get social anxiety around people, and people are always like the advice for social anxiety is always like, well, instead of wondering, you know, are they gonna like you, you have to ask yourself, do you like them? And it's like, I will if they like me. So how do we get that to happen? But I guess you never like, if you don't like someone, or if you don't really care about them, then you don't really get social anxiety, because you're like, I don't give a fuck if you like me. And then those are always the people who are obsessed with you, and you're like, fuck, now I have a band of losers following me around. Yeah, what else has been going on? I saw a guy with no hands. I went to Austin. I'm going to Mexico. Going to Boston before Mexico. Bostonia. Dude, buying gifts, I can't. I'm spending to be a comedian and to tell me I have to buy gifts for people, it's like, I don't have any money. Is a gift allowed to be like $10? Or is that a shitty gift? Does a gift have to be $100? Or is there like, I don't know. Are there standards for gifts? I have to get my dad's new girlfriend a gift. I don't know what to get her. I could kill my mom. Just kidding. I'm kidding. That was a dark joke. And you know what? My mom listens to this podcast, so she's going to really hate that one. Oh, she's going to hate it. I'm kidding. God. I'm kidding. Don't kill your parents. Also, just such a pussy move. Easy target. Like, also don't kill anybody. How about that? Pussies. Let's see what topics that people wrote in for me to talk about today on a day. Gushers. Ooh, gushers are good. I bet gushers are one of those candies that like are really good, but then they shorten your life by 69%. I ate a lot of them. Women's volleyball? Why would I ever talk about that? Why would I ever talk about a bunch of lesbians hitting a ball? Islamic extremism? Don't think so. I got a vasectomy at 30 years old with no kids. Know what I should do? Sling D like there's nothing loose to lose? Or, I mean, if you can sling D like there's nothing, I guess there's nothing to lose, but getting a vasectomy at 30 is kind of crazy. One time I was hooking up with a guy, and then he came inside me, and then and I did not tell him to do that, and I actually told him to do the opposite of that. And then he said, "Don't worry, I can't have kids." And I'm like, "Bye forever." Ew. You're like, red flag. I don't know. No shame to people who can't have kids, but I'm like, cutting it off that early, you're kind of stupid. Also, for a guy, like, you're still a kid when you're 30. You have no idea what you want. You shouldn't decide if you want a kid or not. Like, you shouldn't get a vasectomy until you're like 40 or something. I feel like then you'll know. 30 is too easy. I think you cut the cord quite early, my friend. Is it possible for men with disproportionately small hands to be considered attractive? Well, the thing is, I have really big hands for a woman. So I don't know. I like my big hands though. They're big as hell. Look at that. I could grab so many basketballs. I can fist a basketball or hand one. Boom. I do think a guy, like if I do the hand thing with a guy and he has smaller hands than me, I'm like, well, we can be friends. People that hook up with both identical twins. Does anyone ever have that opportunity? I think that is cool if you hook up with, like if there's two twins and you hook up with one and then you hook up with the other, and then you could kind of like, I think that would be a fun science experiment to see what's different about them. Technically. Like, I don't know. I think it would just be a science experiment. I guess it's like gross. It's a bit grimy to hook up with sisters in general. I think that's kind of weird, but yeah, I mean, why not? Mythbusters is a great show. So Mythbuster whenever you can. Famous people murders who deserved it. I don't know. I mean, Diddy deserves it, but he's not getting murdered. But yeah, we kind of talked about murders today. Merry Christmas. Please talk about the possibility of Melania. No, I'm not talking about that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's worse, Diddy or Epstein. Because Diddy killed people. Epstein didn't kill people that we know of. And on top of that, Diddy not only killed people, innocent people, he killed really talented people, which is almost a higher crime. Killing Tupac and Biggie. Dude, they should, if there are gangs still in prison, they should hire a hit on him. Sorry about ya, Diddy. Not to, it's either that or I hope he gets out of jail and he gets hit by a bus. That's the least I can do. And I mean, what are you guys doing? Listen to Elle Diablo on your Christmas. You know, you should be hanging out with your family, wanting to gouge your eyes out. I think this is a really good time to end the podcast. not the whole podcast, just this episode. Because what are we doing here? It's Christmas. Go out and play in the snow. Go have a fun time. Okay? It's going to be great. Okay, Elle Diablo, I won't see you in a couple weeks, but then I'll be back. And I'll have a lot of stories from Mexico. And it's going to be a great episode. This episode was just light, and we only talked about death a little bit, and a little bit of murder, and a little bit of Christmas. And I hope you all have a wonderful holiday today, and for the New Year's, Happy New Year's, and may all your dreams come true. Thank you. Bye.
El Diablo Show. El Diablo.